Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Do I need to talk this loud, or can I talk this loud? Just wondering. Welcome back. Dan the Man doing stuff. Today I decided I'm going to do a little maintenance on my KLR 650. I got her jacked up here. I'm going to clean the chain and stuff. This chain hasn't been cleaned up in a while. It could use a little maintenance. I only have a tiny bit of chain lube left, so that's not going to go very far, but I'm going to clean it up anyway with some WD-40, clean things up, and I'll take you along with me. I know a lot of you have been asking me about bad Chad and stuff, but that's not for me to spread, so you'll have to wait and see. That's all I can say. I do go up there on occasion and help out, do what I can, but what they do up there is none of my business. But if I do go up there and they want to divulge some information, then we'll see what happens. But until then, you'll have to stay tuned. I've known Chad a long time. You know, people come, people go. It's just the way it is. I think I'm going to take this side cover off where the sprocket is up here, so I can get in around this front sprocket. Finally started getting some rain, and it just stopped here about 10 minutes ago. Hopefully it starts up again. We need rain desperately. Desperately. Before the snow starts flying, I'm hoping to do some riding around, some traveling on this KLR and get some footage. What else is holding this on now? Another bolt somewhere. Quite as easy as I thought. I gotta take a couple more bolts out. Anyway, this bike doesn't require a lot of maintenance, but you want to keep it working good. You gotta keep an eye on things. Just changed the oil in it not that long ago. That feels like it should slip right by there somehow. What told me it? Got to be those two bolts. Alright, there we go. I knew there was some trick to it. I had to pull out on the bottom there. It looks like there was actually a bolt missing there, so there would have been one more that I had to take out, but it was missing. Ooh, it's a little dirty in here, but greasy is good. Greasy means it's lubricated, in my opinion. Dose it with the WD-40. Yeah. Down there to catch some of my grips. Take these glasses off. I can't see up close with my glasses on very well. Although I should have safety glasses on because this shit's splashing in my face. I'll be right back. I'll go grab some safety glasses. There, got my safety glasses on. Now I can see and my eyes are protected. As long as I got some light. Shine on me. Right on, there we go. Let's see if it's starting to rain again. Good. Bring it on. We need the rain. Had a nice family barbecue yesterday. Great to see everybody. Enjoy your family while you can. You know, so much shit going on in the world. I just try to stay over there. Alright, starting to get loud in here. I'm going to pause this for you know, something as simple as trying to do something with your left hand over and over again to get better at it. Perfect example of doing things that are difficult anyway. You know, so many people just don't try to do things because they think it's difficult. You know, it's, I don't know, I guess there's different types of people in the world. I'm just a different type of person. If I can do it myself, I'll do it myself. If I can do it for someone else, I'll do it for someone else. But paying somebody to do something that I'm capable of doing myself, I like to at least try. You know, I don't take my motorcycles and my cars for repairs unless I absolutely have to. I do what I can on my own. I don't have a garage. I can't really work on things here. I live in a trailer park. So, but my son's a mechanic too, so that helps. I have two boys. One's a forklift trainer and operator. These O-ring chains, this chain is actually a BID brand O-ring chain. They're lubricated inside. They're basically a sealed unit. They shouldn't need grease if they're in good condition. But you should keep them in good condition by keeping them clean, and I usually do lube them, but it's not really necessary. You clean all the crap, all the dirt and stuff out of the links. It does take some abuse. And while I'm at it, I might as well check my sprockets because I haven't checked those in a while. With the sprocket, you usually check and see if there's little hooks on your sprocket showing that it's wearing where it's pulling. So if you've got little hooks starting, a little burr starting on the ends of your sprocket, then it's time to change it. But mine still look really good. This sprocket and chain and front sprocket have been changed on this bike because it had quite a few aftermarket parts put on it before I got it. So, yeah. I was going to put gloves on so I don't get my hands dirty. I forgot. Typical. I once got my first impact done. First thing I did was crawl underneath my rusty old truck. Tried to drink a bolt free. Rust right in my eyeball. I had to go have 3 procedures to get that rust out of my eye. Not very pleasant. I didn't remember to put my safety glasses on until after I did that. Some of us learn the hard way. I guess the hard way is by making mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but how you recover from your mistakes, I guess, is what's important. That's what I'm trying to say. Good, clean, nice and clean. Ooh, sounds clean. What that means. This sprocket is still in good condition. Control good on it. Probably half one, I would say. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Nice and clean in there now. Just turn back on. Ooh, that's nasty. Oh, don't worry about it. No problem. No problem. All right. Leave that grease in there. Not hurting anything. Lubrication. That grease in there is better. There it is. Like that. Come on, rain. Rain on me. It's hot in here, love. Got some sweat. Mama Bear should be home soon. She's bringing me a burger from Wendy's. I haven't had a Wendy's burger in a while. Bacon double cheeseburger, ketchup and mayonnaise. Hold your vegetables, throw them away. There. Oil's changed, the chain is lubed, the brakes have been checked, back ones are about half worn. Everything else okay? Everything's tight. I even torqued a couple of nuts earlier. Make sure they're still tight. These things rattle loose. Tire pressure is also good. Should clean that back wheel. That back wheel is terrible. That one I usually keep clean. Back one's usually a mess. I'm just agitating the dirt here with the WD-40 and then I'll wipe it off. WD-40 usually does a pretty good job cleaning stuff. It works the stuff loose. And it wipes it off usually. I use WD-40 for a lot of things. Squeaks the freaks. Even with a WD-40 on the outside of my tire, I don't really want that. I'll clean with some spray 9 afterwards, clean the tire up. Chain drive bent all up. That needs to be, might just replace that. It's in pretty rough shape, but it's still holding on there for now. I enjoy the conversations I get with people that come up to me in the parking lot and ask me about the bike. And I always tell them how fun it is. All this my fun bike. My other one is my cruiser. My wife likes to go for rides on my VTX 1300 on the back. But of course I'd never take a passenger on this one. They're not meant for passengers. Unless there was a pretty girl hitchhiking in the woods or something. You never know. If I had a spare helmet. Anyway. There. So what's everyone up to today? What are your hobbies and interests? I like to find hobbies until the novelty wears off, then I move on to something else, just like a lot of people. Same with you know who. Moves on pretty quickly from one project to another. But I don't necessarily mean that. I mean, I have lots of hobbies. I like to play guitar. I've been jamming on my guitar quite a bit lately. I might start posting some videos of some stuff I've been jamming on. I've been trying to take some rock songs and play them on the 12-string acoustic and make them sound more with an acoustic vibe. Something I find interesting. I find lots of things interesting these days now that I have a clearer mind. I'm almost 2 years sober. 35 years drinking was enough for me, so I'm a much happier person now. Living life a little easier. I, like many men my age, suffer or suffered from some mental health issues. Not ashamed to talk about it. I think more people should talk about it. You know, life can be a struggle when you're struggling to support your family and all that jazz. Life in general was tough. Growing up, I always told my kids, pain is easy, life is tough. You fall down and hurt yourself, get up and move on. There. Looking better already. I'm going to do the other side. Life would be boring without laughing, wouldn't it? Gotta laugh. I laugh at myself all the time. I do some stupid shit as I get older. The peanut butter in the wrong. I put it in the cupboard instead of put it in the cupboard with the dishes instead of where it's supposed to go. Stupid stuff like that. All the time. Walk into a room, completely forget what I went in for. As soon as I walk in that room, now I've gotten to the point where I stop. Walk in the room, I stop. And I think, what did I come in here for? And I don't move from that spot until I figure it out. Because if I move, I'll get distracted. And then I surely won't remember once I get distracted. My neighbors probably think I'm crazy talking to myself out here, but they'll get used to it. I'll get used to it. It is weird talking to this camera thingy. Anyways, good chat. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Hit that subscribe button. Who knows if the subscribers, start flooding in someday. I'll start putting what I get out of the channel back into the channel and try making the channel better as I go forward. But I'm learning, so bear with me.